Okay, guys, up now, Jonathan Lopez versus Jamar McGriff. Entering out of the red corner, Mr. Jamar McGriff.
All right, and entering the arena cage is Jamar McGriff. He is 1-0 in arena, and he is fighting out of Web MMA.
Opposite of Jamar, we have out of the blue corner, Jonathan Lopez.
And out of the blue corner, making his way to the arena cage, Jonathan Lopez, who is 2-1 in the Arenaverse with 4 submissions.
Ryan Stark and Josh Hamaker are on deck. Best of luck, guys.
BJJ, and Instagram has Jonathan has a 58% chance to win the match here, with Jamar sitting at 42% according to our Instagram poll.
I love that Jonathan is sporting his old school archetype Droogs gear. He's in the blue corner.
He's an OG.
He's wearing no blue.
He's here from the Arena versus Series 1.
I like it. I like it a lot. Some good stuff.
And Jonathan go for I think he was in the hour-long match last time.
No, he definitely had some wild matches.
Jonathan is a certified dog.
Certified, that is. Fact check approved.
Dog.
His one loss in the arena verse is to yours truly, and he positionally dominated me for 13 minutes, and I got a lucky submission attempt.
It's true, I was there, I saw it. Sure. Their body types are very different.
Yeah,
there's a fun matchup.
Jonathan is small but mighty, and Jamar is very long for the weight class.
Absolutely. So what are we at? We're at the 155-pound bout. Match number 8 here at Arena Series 6.
I think the key to victory for Jamar is not to let Jonathan control you, because Jonathan, that's his game. He controls until he finds an opening. Jamar needs to put the pressure on early. Looks like he's trying.
And that's a really good point there, Jake, because I feel like every time we watch Jonathan, he comes out like he is just in your face, ready to go.
Throws his physicality around, but Jamar doing a good job of nullifying that for the time being. Look how
Jonathan
smooth
is not
Jonathan
amused. He just said, nope, we're good.
It is just hard to fluster him.
He's going to switch it up.
Jumping for a guillotine. I was on the wrong side of that in the arena cage once before, so I know how nasty Jonathan's guillotine can be.
Both very entertaining guys. Wondering what Jonathan's going for here with tight double overs.
It's going to be tough for Jonathan to jump a guillotine against such a tall opponent here.
Absolutely. The range of Jamar it's so long.
And I interviewed both of these guys leading up to this match. The thing they both said, they just want to make it a show.
I like that. I think that's what we're here for. Arena Grappling is looking for submissions, entertainment, and making it fun.
Jonathan starting to get good position here, starting to turn the corner a little bit, starting to entangle the leg. It looks like he's going to try to pull Jamar off the cage here.
Jamar doing a good job using his left arm underhook, though, to counter that. I think Jonathan's too small for that. He's going to have to drop the level a little bit.
It's going to be too hard for him to get the guillotine.
Absolutely. Jonathan needs his left elbow in the left pocket there, and his elbow is really high.
Jonathan does a great job of staying composed on his feet. Very efficient with his motion and his energy expenditure.
For sure. I love to see when they head wrestle, too.
That Jonathan Webb corner, they got some advice, they're loud.
Yes, for sure. They came with a game plan, and they want to use it. A lot of cage wrestling. I really didn't think we were going to see that.
Loves clamping his hands together in a pseudo Muay Thai clinch. Very effective at whipping his opponents around by his head, which is just a technique you don't see that often in jiu-jitsu.
Jonathan looks like he's here in the match, but could actually be thinking of something completely different right now. Did he just the way he looks? If he was thinking about what he's going to eat for dinner, I wouldn't be surprised.
He is very zen in the heat of combat, which is a sign of a true.
Oh, very nice turn from Jamar to find top position here.
Good job by Jamar there.
I honestly don't even know what we would call that, because that was great. I'd have to rewatch.
It looks like he used some momentum of bumping Jonathan off the cage and then kind of whipped him with a single leg. But yeah, single leg jag's probably the right name for
wrestling. You know it sometimes. Jonathan's in on a leg though.
Nice single leg. If he can get the weight off of that right leg, there it is. It's coming up.
If he can feed through to a backside 50-50, or
he's going to be in 50-50 here.
Okay, choosing for 50-50.
Good defense.
He's got very good control. If he could just peel the other leg, he's going to have great heel exposure.
They're both looking to shoot out.
Ooh, that could be tight. We saw a little bit of a flinch here. But Jamar was not protecting his heel for a minute there, so I want to say this is pretty tight based on Jonathan's reaction.
It's tough to say. It looks like Jonathan's heel through, And Jamar's on his elbow, so it's hard to break on his elbow like that.
Oh, he'll get a tap.
It was almost like an Aoki, maybe?
Very nice. It had to be some version of an Aoki because I don't think he had outside knee control.
Jonathan Lopez with the tap, a heel hook.
I didn't even see him get on that side to finish the heel hook. He was on.
I barely know jiu-jitsu.
Wow.
We couldn't see the legs were so tangled. We didn't know who tapped.
Holy shit. I did not see that at all. It looked like Jamar had him. They were going to the right.
Okay,
Jiu-jitsu's
so
hard. You guys are crazy.
Jonathan is up 1-0 with a heel hook.
That was a good finish.
The tables have turned.
Tables have turned.
A plot twist.
Jonathan just so calm on the feet. And he's got that collar tie.
Very composed looking for that collar tie nonstop.
He's looking to do that thing that he does where he interlocks his fingers together with that collar tie and then just creates a ton of whipping pressure on the neck.
He is more than content to keep him on the cage. Oh, but very nice fight back here from Jamar.
For Jonathan floating his hips and then turning that into his own offense.
I liked how he used that against Jamar when Jamar went for it.
He just let Jamar run him to the cage and floated his hips until he got to the cage and then sprung off it. Beautiful, and he's looking to the back.
Good turn getting to the back here.
So interestingly enough, they actually had the corners wrong last time. They were flip-flopped. So the corners switched, now we have red and blue correct.
Oh, I see.
That was the
okay.
confusion.
That is very confusing. Jonathan doing a good job staying tight to the back here.
So heavy on top.
A hook to potentially go in. Jamar definitely has to be careful. I mean, we're only in round 2. Jonathan already has a submission.
And this is a tough position for Jamar. Oh, good job.
Very nice of recognizing the
invert.
throw over and getting the hook in from Jonathan. We got the left hook in, is it? Yeah, wow. Seems like Jonathan came out very dominant in this second round here.
That really is Jonathan's MO. He likes to be the more physical grappler if he can.
He has a very nice hip clamp on the back as well with his right leg staying tight.
And he's got plenty of time to work, so no need to rush. And if his body language is any indication, he is more than comfortable being patient in this position.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm wondering, we can't see what his left arm is doing, but I'm wondering where it is located. It looks like he has the shoulder over the head as well.
It looks like Jonathan may be getting ready to abandon position and come up to a more mounted type position against the cage.
Jamar doing a good job using his legs. Brings it back over to the right side here, so Jonathan will have to come up. Oh, but Jamar turtled. I don't know if that was like the actual correct move.
He has a very elongated turtle too. He's not being super tight in his turtle, which has given Jonathan a lot of opportunities to weave his hands in wherever he prefers.
Absolutely. He really looks like he actually could throw his right hook in with how much space he's
if he wants to.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
Yeah, Jonathan has a lot of options here.
It seems like he has a very specific game plan in that he likes the hip clamp on the back here.
I know that Jonathan likes mean, kind of punch chokey, grindy type submissions. So I'll be wondering if he starts using the blade of his forearm to play the nose violin.
He did opt to switch to a body triangle though, so I'm wondering if he's going to start looking for those chokes.
He's so sideways on that body triangle.
I think he might be in on a choke.
I think you might be right there, Kat. You're right. I think you might be right.
He looked like he was in on something for a moment. Now his arms are free. Jonathan doing a really good job of going back and forth, peeling Jamar's hands here.
We can't tell how tight the choke is from here, but Jonathan definitely controlling
good
the
2-on-1 control from Jonathan for sure. Absolutely.
Now we can see the necks a little bit.
And it looks like Jonathan may be looking to come up as I suspected.
He does have a good look at a head and arm if he could get that arm across, but Jamar recognizes it, gets his right arm inside. Good defense from Jamar.
Jonathan training out of 302 BJJ after getting kicked out of his last 3 gyms for punch choking the white belts from Mount. So be interested to see if he utilizes.
I don't know if that's a fact or not. Is that a fact?
There's a chance that's a fact.
Wait.
We're looking to see if he looks to utilize some of those bully type tactics.
I love it.
in this match.
If Jamar could work himself back to the left side so he stays centered, there we go, he'll come out. Very nice. Finds
Jonathan in an open guard, which I think is the right thing to do. He's going to close up for a little bit, but with Jamar's length, it's got to be hard maintaining a full guard, especially this late in the.
Jonathan is really throwing a lot of submissions up there too.
Jonathan's getting like an arm crush here. It looks like opening his guard, using the arm crush. He's looking for a sweep for it. Let's see if he can get it.
Good display of jiu-jitsu from Jonathan.
He's got a good option
really
for a bump sweep. He can sit back into a guillotine here. Jonathan has a good position going right here. We'll have to see what system he likes to work from here.
Hand on his chest.
Jamar's corner calling for him to stand up. He should be posturing up. I do agree. He needs to really start working to get some length here. Especially he is long. He needs to be able to use that.
Completely agree there, Kat.
On, Jamar, keep working.
Just about time for the round. And round 3 next.
Very nice. No submission in round 2.
Round 3 coming up.
All right, a little bit more pressure is going to be put on for Jamar to finish here since Jonathan had that round 1 last minute finish by heel hook. So is he going to up the ante? I think we saw a little bit of separation in round 2 as well from Jonathan taking over more.
Jonathan
defensive a little bit.
Jonathan definitely solidified the dominant positions that round. It did feel like there was a real turning of the tides where it was very even until that heel hook, and now we're starting to see Jonathan pull away.
Yep, absolutely.
We'll have to see if Jamar can utilize his length a little bit and see if he can catch Jonathan to something here in round 3.
I am really impressed by all the grapplers and their defensive tactics as well tonight, though. Everyone I definitely think is leaving it, all out there, going for submissions, but the defense has been very high level.
All right, here comes round 3.
3.
Jonathan is champing at the bit to get back out there.
Curious to see what this is going to lead to. Again, if Jonathan either doesn't get nobody gets a submission, Jonathan would win by submission already. Jamar needs a submission to stay in this, or Jonathan could double submit. So do or die.
Surprised at Jonathan's ability to really dominate the collar ties, given the height difference.
Absolutely, yeah. His reach seems to be smaller, but he's able to actually utilize.
It seems like Jamar's so worried about level changing that he's fighting a lot shorter than he could otherwise.
Jonathan is very creative with his overhooks, which we've already seen a look at in this match.
Yeah, he collar ties in a way that's uniquely him, that I think gives a lot of other grapplers, myself included, fits.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we did see that one reverse takedown from Jamar, but then he countered that really well in round 2. So
Jonathan
looks like Jamar's trying to
wrestling.
maybe do something similar to what he did in round 1 with that left arm underhook. And both guys will separate out.
It's got to be tough to wrestle Jonathan from behind, given just how slow and patient he is on the feet. And he's got that leg entangled, and it looks like he's going to take a beautiful trip
right over
Jonathan.
his left shoulder.
And Jonathan from top positions is where he likes to live. So.
That was absolutely beautiful.
And this is why he got kicked out of those 3 academies. Is it right here?
A punch choke series.
Jonathan, if you listen to this, I will buy your punch choke DVD if you decide to put that
out. Good attempt at single leg X. Corner calling for him to get up.
Jonathan just staying frosty here.
He is not batting an eyelid.
He is a battle-tested veteran in the arena.
For sure, but so is Jamar. He's 1-0 in this format as well, so no stranger to this cage.
Jonathan's just had so many grueling testing, overtime matches, back and forth matches.
We're seeing a change of game plan here from Jamar as well. He opts to pull seated guard. So maybe a look at a far side Kimura for Jamar.
He might be feeling desperation with 2.5 minutes left. Going to start throwing some of his favorite submissions up.
Yep, just forced an engagement down on the ground here because the standing battle's been largely unproductive, and Jonathan's been utilizing the cage a little bit better this match.
He is so tall too, so you would think his guard's going to be very good at being lanky, but Jonathan with that forward pressure,
He's so strong.
What do you do to stop it? He is so strong.
Pressing against the cage, using his head position, really just bullying his way to the cage here.
For sure. We're seeing a lot of body lock connections tonight.
Yep, and
it's definitely something very common.
Passing to the weak side in a very tight position here. It's going to be very hard for the lankier grappler to get some offense going here.
Ooh, but Jamar is able to regard. It looks like he has a Kimura on the far
side. If he rolls
he
it,
reverses the position, and he's on top.
And Jonathan right back to the
puts
wrestle.
him right back to his butt.
Wow.
Oh, that was a good attempt by
What
Jamar.
an explosive sequence out of both guys.
Very nice counter.
That's got to be demoralizing.
Absolutely, for sure.
The difference in some of those
Jonathan
positions
using the cage, walking to it.
really seems to be Jonathan's ability to just scramble until the scramble is over.
For sure, he seems like he is now becoming the more aggressive side, the stronger side, but
Great cage awareness by Jonathan, great head positioning.
props to Jamar though. His defense looks good. He's staying tight. He's using his hips.
Jamar's going to have to open up and actually give Jonathan a look at a submission to create some motion here, because Jonathan will be content to throw those grapevines in and hang out here till the end of the
Absolutely,
the match.
yeah. There's no rush on Jonathan's end in this full mount position, and we're going to be coming up on the last minute.
Again, Jonathan has a very uniquely him game, and from this mounted position, his punch choking game is wildly disorienting and suffocating.
Absolutely.
And you can see it really makes people spend a lot more energy from the bottom side of full mount than they would like to.
Is there a difference between a punch choke and an Ezekiel choke?
It's like a front Ezekiel, but there's no gi. So
Okay, Ezekiel's with the gi.
right, so he's using his fist as if it was like a punch and punching that neck as opposed to using the gi for the choke.
Sense.
The Ezekiel comes farther across as well, where the punch choke just is on one side. I think Jamar's corner can feel that we are coming close to time here, so he has to give everything, not only to escape, but to finish.
Got to go for broke.
You do, and you're stuck on the bottom.
And it's tough. Like, going for broke from this position might mean giving your back to create motion.
Right. I think we're just going to come up a little short on time. Jonathan's in on another choke attempt.
His feet are
able to
locked.
free.
He's so suffocating on top.
It does take 5 seconds.
Oh,
to
Jamar
submit,
tagging
so
the leg?
Do we have some connection there?
Flying triangle?
Let's see if Jamar can jump
Throw
something
it.
as time starts to wind down here.
That'll do it.
And
Very
that's
good
the
job.
match. Excellent match.
By both guys. Jonathan Lopez with the win out of 302 BJJ.
And Jonathan moves to 3-1 in arena with 5 submissions, climbing
Wow.
the leaderboard behind only Zach Radigan and tied for second with CJ Bernheimer.
And your winner with 1 submission out of the blue corner, Jonathan Lopez. Guys, Ryan Stark and Josh Hamaker are up next. Ooh. Jonathan Lopez, great to see you again. Good to talk to you again.
You too, brother.
How are you feeling after that one?
Good. Very tired. He's very strong.
Well, we were saying how strong you were at the commentary table. I mean, you're controlling, using your strength, even being the smaller man in height, you were controlling the clinch. Is that something you take a lot of pride in, your strength?
A little bit. I try not to use it. You know, I try to use jiu-jitsu instead of strength, but you know, I had to do what I had to do. He was a little bit stronger, so props off to him.
And you didn't have to go to overtime this time. You got it done inside of regulation.
Yes.
You happy about that one?
Yeah. I don't think anybody wants to see overtime.
And I believe you're now 3-1 with arena grappling. So
I believe so, yes.
Are we going to see you back here soon?
If they want me here, yes, I'll be coming back.
We want you here, dude. Congratulations, Jonathan Lopez, ladies and gentlemen.
302 BJJ.